Hi, I'm Ed McNamara. Live in Bell Creek Township of Goodhue County, Minnesota. I'm third generation on this farm, and I'm an agricultural producer producing corn and soybeans. This farm has 3 different watersheds that drain off of it. So we have the Hay Creek, which is a trout creek, which you're standing in right now. And if we go 10 feet the other side of it, we go into the Zumbro, which flows, everything flows to the Mississippi, and then the southwest corner of this farm actually flows into the Bell Creek, which flows into the Cannon. So we have a very high water table even at the top of the watershed. So that makes things interesting, but it also presents the opportunities for adopting tillage practices and cover crops to lessen the impact for the water below us. We've been no-tilling soybeans into standing corn stalks since 1997, so that has reduced our fuel requirements, our machinery requirements. It has reduced the soil erosion that we've had in the past. We've maintained or have increased our yields, and it has saved us time. And of course, saving time on a farm means that you're saving money. Well, when I first started using cover crops back in 2013 with Prevent Plant, our goal was, since we had so many acres that we're not able to plant a corn and soybean crop on, let's take advantage of this, use a cover crop that could be harvested after November 1 for a forage. So when stepping things back from, if our target date was November 1 for harvest, what is going to have good feed quality that we can harvest and still get the biological activity going on with it. So we started out with oats and peas that were harvested in November. We're finding that probably a little more annual ryegrass, a little more clover. We're at 21 pounds of it. We started out at 18 pounds of annual ryegrass. We're up to 21 pounds of annual ryegrass now. We were at 2 pounds of red clover and crimson clover. We're up to 6 pounds of that now. We were putting on a pound of purple top turnip and a pound of radish. Well, those have 100,000 seeds in a pound, and so basically we were learning that the brassicas were basically taking over the stand and shading them. So we've backed those back down to a half a pound each. And then, so that's kind of the mix that it looks pretty good now. Well, the benefits that we're seeing from the soil is soil water infiltration. We've been able to increase our microbial activity on the soil. We've seen an increase in earthworm activity, which helps for the nutrients on top of the soil to be pulled down deeper into the soil. And we've also been able to make the soil somewhat more resilient with weather extremes. We've been able to get on the fields in the spring quicker when we've had a heavy rain event with the cover crops that would be greening up in the spring. They act as a dehumidifier for the soil, and that helps get the soil in better shape, so when it comes time to plant, we can get after it. Well, some of the benefits for water resources is one is infiltration rather than runoff, and if we can eliminate runoff, then we've eliminated the movement of phosphorus attached to the soil particles that would infiltrate surface waters. We've been able to clean the water up, I should say, by having cover crops on that, trapping sediment, capturing any excess nutrients would be another benefit. I really feel that we're gaining the benefit of having similar to a starter fertilizer effect, because the root systems on the cover crops seem to remove the potassium and phosphorus that's attached to the clay particles, make that available for the next year's corn and soybean crop. We've got the agronomic side figured out. Now we got to get the individual producers' management styles to change.